Just another one in the trenches, huh? No. Another day in hip hop. Sorry, let me get a bit of a talking mood. Because all day I've been kind of still feeling that heart for for this who this rapper was, Young Dolph, who was another rapper, another rapper. I just got and I was and I felt like I'll say I was let me say first I needed to come back. I feel like I was eventually because I've had other projects cooking up, as well as referring to Hollywood, but I guess I can still make these sort of it really doesn't matter. But like I said, if you watch me on my cultivator of sports, whether it's my video, whether your videos is like it's like a movie or not. So just need a point, bullet points to the premier point at all of this. So it can really mean nothing regardless. So I'm pretty sure we've all heard another one. The death of young Dolph. And I'll say also, I never say right now, because I barely like listen to hip hop too. Gosh, even now too as well, because especially like just more of the character of who I am now, and just just going off that and my back on my spiritual journey. Like I said, the character, much more of the character of who I am now, how I carry myself. Cause that shit. Always listen to hip hop too, and that's the other also the problem too. And people say influence is not like. Please shut the fuck up. If y'all don't really know what influence means, so cause that side, the side where they talk about drugs, murder, of course, sex. Yeah, that shit can obviously too. When really have no maturity and no really looking up to anybody that's really pulling you in the right direction. Like this is really too for my kids, as much as everybody, but more so the younger, children out there, young boys, especially black men, being in Triple K America, because nobody really gives a damn when it comes to black men. I don't know. I noticed that too, and of course, just doing my just amounts of research and knowing what we really mean in America as a black man, as a community as a whole. Hey, like I said, just if you just continuously look up to that shit, just continue to listen and just take all that like sex, drugs, money, and like, and then they rap about murder on some type of that stupid ass gangland, like gangbanger shit. Like, more as I hear that shit like every day, as soon as I like, I just hear a glimpse of that shit, just any day, really starts to piss me off. Like seriously, and it's just like people act like they really give a damn, just like a lot of. Also too, I noticed that just a lot of fake sympathy. There's a lot of people now. It's also too, and I've heard also probably just not just regular, not just people that's at least not that has more of a I'll say not more of a public eye or like a celebrity. That's yeah, people just when they post about something happening like this or a mother dying. I know like probably like half of them means like a really genuine, but I'm just talking about the ones that's just there to just be posting and just be posting for more eyes more eyes to their channel, whichever the fuck they trying to like more just more attention and likes and views or whatever, just so they can make be fame and get fame and money off of it. It's, even it does, people just try to benefit, just trying to find some type of way that they can benefit from, and that's just what really contorts me about really pulls me away from humans. And like I said, I understand that. It's just that it's not all humans, but it's just like it's only a select few or a group that's really not like that. So I still believe it too, but I just don't care, because in that life, then if you say that, then what are you really actually doing to help prevent it and stop it and say it? Because if you're just saying it to say it, then but yeah, like I said, like people like also like as well, like people need to stop, really idolizing, really praising the fact that these rappers try to live a life also that not also having money, females, drugs. If it's not drugs, if it's not drug, they not ODing, dying off of drugs, and it's murder. It's being killed every day too. And I know it's the younger rappers as well, because especially like when dying, like you don't really hear that much as now. Well, I can't really say now older if you want to say legends or much older rappers, because they pretty much were just like older celebrities too in general, because I guess they really toned down in that as well. It's just probably just natural causes, or well, some, but it was really toned down on it, because I guess I don't know, it really got away from the violence. All I can really say about that. I probably really had to educate myself on that more, the fact what I'm trying to say. But I just noticed also it's just younger too. Now it's just noticed that it probably was always like that, especially in hip hop or the black community. In these type of situations where the younger males, black males, just especially rappers, they just now just always dying. Every other day you hear about a rapper, or just like anybody dying too. It really goes around all the fact too. Just people, whether it's a rapper or just anybody dying. But more so, I'm really talking this stance like, every other day it's just a rapper dying, turn up die. It's not that also that long ago too. Yeah, we also had King Von died, Pop Smoke died. Yeah, Nipsey, of course, died. X died. And it's like these rappers that try to live a double life. Also, I feel like they're untouchable and nothing really can happen to them. It's just, come on, man. You actually can believe. Like, if you really try to like idolize, whoever listening to this right now, choose what I'm talking about. This week, I really don't mean this. Obviously, no this. Obviously no ignorance or anything like that. It's just more so just help, because really, what really is the point of that anyway? All my really focus is, goal is just to, ensure others, and just to be mindful, and just not to follow such a path that's just going to lead you to endless, violence and, eventual death. It's like, why would you try to, even like, after I look back on it, I even try to implicate and try to actually be like that. I just laugh, and it's really fucking, it's nonsensical. Like, makes no sense at all. Like, how can you want to idolize a life that's just, that's just a quick death? It gets you nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Just what, to be cool, to have some type. It's just like anything else, to have some type of meaning, or to appeal to some type of crowd that you always wanted to get into. No sense at all. Like, Really just makes no sense at all. And the fact is that we just keep people say R.I.P. and they just like people really don't care. And the fact that talking to the black community specifically, they just continue to idolize it. Idolize a culture to say it's culture. Like I said before, or if you said, I don't really know if I talk. I didn't get the chance to talk about it before, but it's not fucking black culture. It's not culture. Yeah, in America, we really don't. Yeah, I really truly believe too. Also, now looking at having a much more understanding on the fact that I already had my own knowledge on it too. That we don't as as black Americans, the black community really doesn't have a culture. And when it comes inside America, we don't. Said like fried chicken, not culture. Hip hop is not culture. Jewelry, the other two like jewelry, fashion, that's not culture. Like hairstyles and everything like that, that's not culture. Y'all we know what culture means, what it actually means to define, a color or just a heritage, strictly a whole generation. Like things that just appeal to one, just like, just the item that's supposed to appeal to, an entire demographic. It doesn't make sense at all. And things that is not even meaningless. Like I really actually said before, if people don't watch my when I was talking about Michelle McCool, when she was getting some kind of she was getting a little bit of fucking stupid ass shit. They try to say culture and culture appropriation, like hairstyles. Like I said, like that's not fucking culture. Like I really want to come at, but then also try to like just say that if it's not reverse racism. Like you really fucking ridiculous. Like it's not like we can't be racist. When we say it, but other races are racist. When it comes to the black community, like how fucking stupid that sounds. Like it's just like that's why I said like it's like things like that that just etches me more and more farther away from humanity, because we just like continue to be like they just continue to be stuck in a bottle. Like I said, I don't include myself because I'm not part of that. Just want to get be a part of something that's and idolize something that's not of value, that doesn't really give you any meaning, that doesn't protect your children or what you've built. It's just like I said, it just completely doesn't make sense to me. Like people continue to idolize a picture or a Pacific when it comes to what you want to like when it comes to hip hop, they want to idolize. Like I said, if you heard me in my Michelle McCool video on my other channels called the Cultivator of Sports. Like when I was talking about hip hop used to be about I'll say like that's why I said I really miss when because that's more mainstream now. They even made it more about. They turned it hip hop into just a culture, just a fucking camp where it's just and it's just selling that to the kids. It's really damaging. It's like truly sad, especially to young black males, because they think that it's a way of life, and it's just how it's how to be a black man in America when it's really not at all. Could have been easily down that path. Whoever like a drug dealer or gangbanger or anything else like that. It's just like I really don't understand how much influence one have on one like humans really don't understand how much influence because it really does influence persuasion is really much more important than physical because you can control. It's like when you start at it. Yeah, imagine just have a 5 year old or just raising a child, and all you feed the child, you know, male or female, all you feed that child is whether talk about the male, how this is a way of this is a way of life for a man. You're supposed to treat a woman like she doesn't mean anything at all. We're above them, and just like ignorant ideologies when it comes to male, like whichever gender. And it's just like what raising into that, and child completely cause that's the type of influence you teach, and people really don't understand that how you can completely manipulate and turn a Pacific. It's like cloning or turning Pacific like programming. Yeah, programming. That's what hip hop has been for the last 30 years. That's what the media does. That's what the the media or these organizations labels tend to do. Or hip hop or just music in general, or now mainstream, or just everything in general, whether it's LGBTQ or hip hop, or whether it's when it comes to relationships, they teach you how to be a certain way. And it's like when you look at it, when you look at it. Sorry if I'm not trying to. I'm sounding a little bit clear. When you look at it, these rappers, like when you look at their upbringing, like these rappers, especially like rappers like if you want to go back to prominent rappers, legends, if you want to call them that too, that's prominent in hip hop, like Snoop Dogg, especially Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Method Man, DMX, like these these like rappers mostly they come from they all their life that they come from like critically damaging homes, childhoods, like childhoods that's full of neglection. Father wasn't there, mothers obviously teaching to be against them, or the father just teaching them to be against the mother. They see a certain way how females being treated. See how the females being ignorantly put down, and that they automatically think that's the way you supposed to treat a female, and see it like when it comes to a gang also. Want to get involved in that, where they just have emotion. Where when it comes to where they have constant a constant battle between their parents, where it's just traumatic turmoil, where they just like a complete war between, and they just cut in between. It's just like that alone. So it could be damaging for them, or whether it's just like they on their own by themselves, and they just they rap about it. They rap about a life that they rap a life that they even if the ones that really make it and they get to a certain age, that's like 40s, 50s, that they instantly regret it. It's like I said, like why do you want to live a life that's going to get you into a quick grave? It just honestly doesn't make really any sense. People act like that's to be cool, or as as far as that's supposed to declare your manhood, or that's the problem with modern women. That's the problem with most can't really be modern, but that's the problem with, because it's always been this way. It doesn't really matter if they're modern or a certain age or not. decade, whichever decade they grew up from, because it's always been like that way. It's always been females that idolize, type of male that's that's been ignorant or pretty you know disrespectful to females or mother alike. Just they have no morals, immature. You know, bunch of pride. It's always been that way. Like, females always it's always been those females that idolized. It's been with males that's just not really a man. Just men that's just seriously lost, and they don't know who their true purpose is, and they have a character that they gotten from another male who's ignorant themselves. It's the same characteristics, and just like they teach to when it doesn't go their way, then they want to teach to their daughters and everything like that. That men really earn nothing, and men are ignorant, and then they defile women and this and that. It's like they're all about themselves. They're like, when really they say, you got with that particular male. Like I said, this really doesn't make any sense. Like I said, it's just like a real people really, just gonna move, just gonna feel like another day. People are just gonna move past it, instantly forget it, so. Just into the right, and people constantly, especially people constantly talk about us being put down, and well, if they still even do like white or black crime, where it's just like to a point where white people are always killing us. When it's that to a certain degree, it is, but if you say that that such brutality has always happened to the black community, that we've always been. It doesn't matter really at all. Like, we do it to our own. Just black on black crime, whatever you want to call it. Like every day, even right now, people's always killing each other. We all killing our own as well. And I do realize that also. It's probably, I don't know, same way. I'm not gonna say it, but pretty sure notice that there's always just when one particular individual of us, of our community, the black community in particular, moves out, and we have sort of a disdain to them. It's almost like, he just wants to get rid of that person immediately. And it's just like always never understood that until now. Like, really doesn't matter. Like, I mean, yes, two white males also, white people also do the same dramatic, in terms of having also jealous envy to a certain degree, but it's like it probably happens too, but it's just like when does it stop? It's only when does rappers, well, when is it gonna stop? Like, when are rappers gonna stop praising a life, or they're just particular, just our community especially, gonna stop praising culture that's not really our culture. Well, I won't say me, but that's really not the black community's culture. Like I said, if I didn't say it before, soul food, it's not really soul food. We should already been know that before, and slave food. So if you really go look it up. So, it's been kept in history. Famous food that's been made by slaves that they were serving to the masters to, I guess, and that's incorporated into Black Americans. Yeah, pretended to be like the slaves, just food that we also got leftovers to. Soul food, slave food. People say that's culture, though. It's not culture. not black, especially black community. It's not black culture. It's like hip hop. That's well, I say a side of hip hop because hip hop used to be soulful, kind of like jazz. Rock was. It used to be a story or emotion, a story that you would tell what you were really going through. Hip hop really became about stories where people would just talk about their upbringing, childhood, you know what was going on between their parents or everything like that. Just whatever detail of their childhood or political as well. Unity, like brothers need to come together, everything like that. Like, seriously, like we need to stop idolizing a culture that was never for us to begin in the first place. Like that was their intention. That was America's and as far as a Pacific group intention to not to divert divert us apart, divert the black community apart, and just make us seem like we're always ignorant, and just individuals who don't respect anybody or don't even respect ourselves. So it only stops if we stand up and actually teach, because it's actually really hard, but it's only going to stop if we attempt to it's not really going to stop probably, but the only touch we can touch the only thing we can do to weed it out, tow it down, eventually to if we want to possibly can rid of it is teaching our children respect, teaching our children, young black males, of importance, respect, spirituality, finding their true journey, like what an actual man is supposed to be. Respect all women, of course. Respect all women. Family comes first. Just all things that just represent, that's a male is supposed to be. That represents what a man is actually supposed to be, and that's a man, a leader. It's of his own threshold. Said like we really need to stop idolizing things that's never benefited us at all. I guess I said enough, and I'll probably be back to talk about something else, probably small or anything else. But I just wanted to say so because I know I've really been gone. For a matter of time, because like I said, if you've been watching my other channel, I really don't current not really in the situation I really like right now. So, but we getting there back up. So, stay blessed, y'all. Stay safe. We're out there in Memphis too. Where the young man lost his life. Protect yourselves. Clear from the drama. Stay blessed. Situations that actually mean something, other than constant drama or every day, and keep on yourself. Keep on to true self, and I'll see y'all later.